Today, I've got a story that will send shivers down your spine. The story got written by Reddit user nothing_special 1391. This is the tale of a mysterious tunnel, a haunting howl, and a childhood adventure gone spooky. Let's dive in. I live in an old mining village. Back in the day, it was one of the biggest suppliers of coal, and from what I've been told, there's a labyrinth of tunnels under and around the village. When I was around 9 or 10 years old, my cousins and I used to go on adventures up the mountain. We knew the area like the back of our hands, or so we thought. One day we were walking through the forest when my cousin spotted what looked like a cave. We had taken this route hundreds of times and never noticed it before. Curiosity got the best of us and we walked up to it. It was a huge opening in the ground on a slight hill, with exposed tree roots and a visible tunnel. The air was damp and cold. We stood close to the edge, peering into the darkness. We instantly started saying it was one of the old mine shafts. My cousin began to tell stories of hundreds of men dying in the mines, suggesting it was haunted. His brother quickly told him to shut up, but we all knew the truth. Our great-grandfather had died in a mining accident when our grandmother was just 3 years old. As we stood there, contemplating the stories, a sudden howl echoed from the tunnel. We didn't hesitate for a second. We bolted away, running down the mountain as fast as we could, back to my auntie's house. We told my auntie about the tunnel and the ghostly howl, all of us visibly terrified. At first, she thought it was just our imagination. But after going back and forth, she finally agreed to come with us to see the tunnel. When we showed her the tunnel, she was shocked. She realized we were telling the truth. We went back home, and she called the coal board. Within days, they came and filled it in. It turns out it was an old entrance to a dead-end tunnel, and the ground had collapsed during a storm a week prior to us finding it. That howl we heard? Looking back, it was probably just the wind, but at that moment, it was the scariest thing I'd ever experienced. It's a memory that still gives me chills to this day. If you enjoyed this story, please like and subscribe for more adventures.
Whispers of war, the fort's grim history, Belgium, a scarred battleground, silent sentinels stand guard, their stories etched in stone and shadow. These are WWII fortresses, forgotten by time, yet they hold memories of a turbulent past. Each bunker, each wall, a silent witness to the horrors of war. One in particular whispers my name, drawing me closer with its eerie allure. Locals spin tales of German soldiers who vanished without a trace, unexplained lights flickering in the darkness, and the haunting sounds of battle echoing through the night. I'm here to separate fact from fiction, to uncover the truth behind these chilling legends. The air grows heavy as I approach, thick with the weight of history and the echoes of the past. A chill wind whispers through broken gun emplacements, carrying with it the voices of those who once stood here. This place has seen things, felt the sting of conflict, and absorbed the fear and agony of war. My pulse quickens as I step deeper into its shadowy embrace. This is where the real story begins, a journey into the heart of darkness, to uncover the secrets of this haunted WWII fortress. Years of neglect greet me, rusting barbed wire, crumbling concrete, and nature reclaiming its domain. The entrance is sealed, a steel door, cold and unyielding. We find a weakness, a ventilation shaft, barely large enough. My heart pounds and claustrophobia claws at me. I push forward. The air is thick with the smell of decay and damp earth. Metal scrapes against metal, each sound amplified in the confined space. Finally, I break through, into the belly of the beast. Darkness envelops me. The air is heavy, stagnant. The silence is deafening, broken only by the drip, drip, drip of water. My headlamp cuts through the gloom, revealing long concrete corridors and rooms stripped bare. Ghosts of soldiers seem to linger in the shadows. The temperature plummets and a bone-chilling cold seeps into my bones. Goosebumps erupt on my arms. The hair on the back of my neck stands on end. We are not alone. I can feel it. Section 4, Ghostly Echoes and Unexplained Presence. We press on, deeper into the labyrinth. each turn revealing more of the fort's secrets. Then we hear it, a faint humming sound, growing louder, more insistent. We round a corner and there it is, a helmet lying on the floor, a German style helm. But that's not what chills me to the core. It's the faint glow emanating from within, pulsating like a heartbeat. We approach cautiously. The humming intensifies, then silence, the glow vanishes. Section 5, Retreat and Reflection, haunted by the unknown. We stand there, frozen. The air around us is thick with an unspoken tension, a palpable sense of dread that clings to our skin, unsure of what we just witnessed. Logic dictates a rational explanation, yet every fiber of our being screams otherwise. But deep down, a primal fear takes root. It's an ancient fear, one that whispers of things unseen and unknown. The fort has shown us a glimpse, a fleeting vision of something that defies our understanding, a hint of something beyond our comprehension. It's time to go. We retrace our steps, each footfall echoing in the silence. The air feels heavier now, laden with the weight of our encounter, charged with an unseen energy, an energy that seems to hum and vibrate around us. As we emerge into the daylight, it feels like stepping into another world, a world that feels almost too bright, too real, the world of the living, a stark contrast to the shadowy realm we just left behind. But the fort's secrets stay with us, etched into our memories. They linger, haunting our thoughts, a constant reminder of the unknown. Section 6. Unanswered questions, the mystery lingers. Back in the familiar world, the experience takes on a surreal quality. The images and sounds from the fort replay in my mind, each detail more vivid than the last. Did we imagine it? The humming, that low, unsettling vibration that seemed to come from nowhere and everywhere at once, the glow, that strange otherworldly light that defied explanation. Or was it something more? Something beyond our understanding, something tied to the fort's dark past, a past filled with pain, suffering, and untold stories. I faced countless mysteries, but this one lingers. It clings to my thoughts, refusing to let go. A chilling reminder that some places hold secrets best left undisturbed. Secrets that whisper warnings to those who dare to uncover them. The fort in Belgium stands silent once more, its walls echoing with the silence of forgotten voices. A testament to the horrors of war, a place where history's shadows loom large, and a repository of unanswered questions. Questions that seem to multiply the more we seek answers, questions that will continue to haunt me. They linger in the corners of my mind, demanding resolution until I can unravel the truth, until the day when the fort's mysteries are finally laid to rest.
The last story is a spine-chilling story from a recent trip to France by Reddit user RemarkableBat7128. Let me take you on an adventure into the mysterious Chateau Lucifer. Trust me, you don't want to miss this one. Last year, my friend and I decided to explore Chateau Lucifer, an old abandoned castle somewhere in France. We heard a farmer nearby keeps an eye on the place and checks the windows and doors regularly to see if anyone has broken in. We were warned to close the door exactly as we found it to avoid suspicion. We climbed onto the veranda as the front gate was chained shut and slipped through the front door, the only one not barricaded. Luckily, it went smoothly and we closed it quickly behind us exactly as we found it. Once inside, we sneaked into the first room we saw. The castle floors were wooden and every step felt loud. We tried to walk on the carpets as much as possible. Upstairs, I noticed a buzzing sound in one of the rooms. One of the windows was covered in flies, but there was no dead animal in sight. Weird. We checked all the rooms on the second floor before moving to the third. Every time we passed a window, we checked if the guard was in sight. Moving next to a window could attract unwanted attention. I was focused on minimizing noise, hearing my hands slide over the guardrail on the stairs. It's impossible to move around without making any noise. Instinctively, I opened the built-in closet we were next to and stepped in, my shoulders hitting metal coat hangers, making them jingle. Double fuck. We quickly closed the doors and tried to quiet the hangers. For a moment, maybe a minute or two, we heard nothing. Then, we heard noises coming from somewhere in the building. It didn't sound like it was on our floor, but someone was definitely inside. Could be other urbexers, could be the guard. Someone was moving through the building, and I tried to figure out what they were doing. Then it got weird. No doors inside the building were opened or closed. Nobody was walking around, checking the place out. We heard movement sometimes, but mostly floorboards creaking, as if someone was shifting their weight from one foot to the other. "Should we make a run for it?" I whispered. He nodded. We heard movement again, scarily close. We both knew if we ran, we'd run straight into them. So we had to be fast. Stay together? Another nod. I pushed my side of the door open. He did the same. Our muscles were stiff, but we ran anyway, not looking back. The hallway was empty, our footsteps echoing loudly. Nobody was at the stairs, no shouts, no other footsteps. We flew down the stairs, crossed the hallway, and found the front door exactly as we left it. I yanked it open. It widened without a sound. We jumped over the balcony rail, landed in the bushes, and ran. Only when we were back on the street did we dare to look back and start laughing. In the car, we talked about it and couldn't figure some stuff out. We heard the door squeak, but the only open entrance didn't. We both heard the same movements and noises. No footsteps, ever. I thought I heard a walking frame. My friend heard a metal click. I thought I heard someone flipping pages of a book. He couldn't identify the sound, but his description matched mine. We both heard movement, following the same path through the building. We both heard the guardrail. He heard a metal rod click against the stairs. I missed that. We were both certain someone was very close. The sounds were nothing like the usual creaks and groans of an old house. We don't believe in ghosts. Someone must have been messing with us, right? Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more spooky tales and adventures. See you in the next video.